Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Astroloot, a game that's coming to Steam's Early Access program on March 14th, 2025. I'm playing a preview build of that, so everything that you're about to see is most definitely subject to change. It appears there's also a demo for this game too. So, what is this game all about? Well, it's a cross between Vampire Survivors and Path of Exile. Let me explain. So you're going to choose a mission, and these missions are ranked like 1, 2, 3. That's indicative of their difficulty. So you start at level 1, you beat that, move on to level 2, beat that, so on, so on, so on. But you can always go back to a previous level and grind out experience and earn loot. And there's no penalty for dying. I tested it out. I flew into a mission and purposely died, just came back to the mission select screen. So there doesn't seem to be a penalty for dying. And there's always permanent progression. So there's no like starting over from scratch. You will constantly get more and more and more powerful as you play this game. And once you beat a level, you're rewarded with various loot that you can click on. You can earn dice, and this dice is typically currency for the trader that you eventually unlock, but you can also re-roll stats on certain items that you have. Your ship has like this RPG mechanic where you can add weapons to it, modifiers to those weapons. There's little small things you can connect. And then you can even earn skill points, which you can throw into this Path of Exile like tree. That's where the whole Path of Exile or Poe skill tree comes into play on this. It's massive. And it looks almost it's very similar to Path of Exile. This game, you're going to be going around different branches, trying to figure out what works. On the upper left, there's like a filter. So if you want like a DPS focused build, the game will suggest you go down this path to reach this particular skill and so on. And then when you're all done like managing your loot and assigning your skill points and playing around with things and trading things, you go pick another mission, you go back in. And these missions they take place in this tiny little arena. It's like this little, there's circle that kind of outlines it. And whenever an enemy like reaches the edge, it kind of bounces back toward you. You have dash at your disposal. That's what the blue bar is on the bottom right of the screen. That's not a shield, that's a dash. You do have a shield, and it's right above the green health bar. It's just very difficult to see. I didn't really see it, but it's like it will deplete whenever you take a hit. I wish the shield was a bit more visual. Like I missed it, and like I didn't know it was there until I saw a tiny little bar fill up when my health was actually like low. So I wish, like, I don't think, to me, blue is shield, so I don't like the fact that the dash bar is blue. Maybe it's just an aesthetic choice, but that's just me. I know I would equate shields to blue. That's just me, and I would make it a bit more visual so I can see it. But my favorite part of this game really is the whole RPG and Path of Exile like skill tree. Like, even though the combat doesn't feel that great, it's just an arena, it feels basic, like the combat side of it. It doesn't feel that satisfying compared to other Vampire Survivor games I've played. But when you get back to the base to do things, like, this is where it is. This is where the game is at. And I recommend the game just for this. Like, you can create so many cool combinations. You can try different Path of Exile like trees and see, you can try and find the best OP build that you could possibly come up with. I don't have the time to sit there with a calculator to figure all this out. There are so many skills, and they all do different things. This one's kinetic damage, and this one is radioactive damage or whatever it is. Like, there's just so much. So there's no way for a variety person, a variety like gamer like me to really math all of this out. I'm sure skill builds will appear at some point over time. But the fact that there's so much choice to this is one of the biggest reasons why I recommend that you at least try out the demo. And as of right now, it is available. So go check this game out. It has a lot of promise, and it's pre-early access, so stuff is still subject to change. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time. Take care.